Hi guys, this is Melissa Zad for Into Boxing, and I am delighted to be joined by none other than MVP Michael Venom Page. How are you doing?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great. It's good to be here, surrounded some great athletes, old friends, good old faces that we haven't seen in a little while. So yeah, man, I'm excited.
Do you know what? It's so nice to have people across different combat sports coming to, various events. Before I kind of get into what you're up to at the moment, let's talk a little bit about what's brought you here tonight.
Shannon Ryan, 100%. I was front row and center. As soon as she, came in, I was there ready to see her do her thing. I've known Shannon since she was a little baby. She did the same sport that I did in the kickboxing, and I've just been, I speak to her outside. She's like my little sister, so I kind of try and help and encourage her as much as I can. And it's just good to see. I'm so proud of her, man. It's just good to see her growth, how well she's doing. She's so hard on herself though, but she's always like, no, but I should. I'm like, just enjoy the moment. You've come, you've won, enjoy it. And we can, there's always time for progression afterwards. But she just needs to learn how to relax in the moment.
Do you know what? You've actually taken the words out of my mouth, because it's just like when I spoke to Shannon after her thing, she was like, what did you think? But she looked kind of like not, disappointed. And I was just like, Shannon, this is your second professional fight, But I think the thing with Shannon is because she is a superstar already, and it's just like she's now making those steps towards that world title, all the big lights, etc. So she's kind of like, these are the moments, right?
She wants it now, and you can be patient, especially someone as talented as her. It's gonna come, but she just wants everything now. And as you say, because she's come from a sport where she's multiple world champion and stuff, I get why you just want to be in that moment again. But it's a different sport. She needs to adjust and learn. She still gets a little bit nervous under the lights, and it's more because it's different, because she's trying so hard to impress. She doesn't need to. She's so exceptional. She just needs to go out there, be herself, and her light will shine bright to everybody that's watching.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, she's only just had her second professional fight. She had her first one just a few months ago, and she's already signed by Anthony Joshua's management team. That kind of says everything.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody that within their right mind can see how talented she is, and I'm glad she's with those guys. So, and you can see what they're doing with her and how they're working with her. And for me, it's all about her. I don't care how good the team is. If you don't work and gel well with that team, then you need to find a new team. And she's loving it. She's loving the team. Always go in and see how the coaches are with her. I love it.
So let's talk a little bit about a couple of the fights we've seen tonight. Obviously, we've seen Chris Kongo become the WBC International Silver title holder. We saw Vidal Riley take his opponent out in the first round. Anything that stood out to you?
So I'm going to be honest. After I saw Shannon, I spent a lot of time with the family, and I hadn't seen a lot of the fights, and I've only really just come back in to watch the main. So this is the kind of stuff I'll go back and start watching all the fights. So I've heard bits and pieces from some of my friends that were there, and it sounds like I missed a lot. So next time I'll make sure I just stay right the way through. But I needed to say hello to the family and make sure she was good afterwards as well. So, but I'll catch up and obviously get to watch the final fight.
Let's talk a little bit about the jacket that you're wearing, okay? You can't actually see it in the camera too well, but I'll describe it for you guys. So it's this kind of like, almost like a gi. Yeah, but like a denim gi. It's so cool. What is this? It's a brand thing? Talk to me.
Michikashino. It's a Japanese brand. She's absolutely amazing. She actually sponsored me for a fight when I was in Japan, and she does her clothes. She's got a spot in Queen's Park where she's got like a sushi place, and then her studio's above where she does her clothes, and her work is absolutely amazing, very unique, and I love stuff like that, standout stuff that's just different. And the second I saw this, I was like, I need that. So when I went to Japan, they gifted me one, and I just love it. I love it.
Do you know what? It's just because, like, obviously, you're such a star, and like even just like walking you back here, people are like, oh my God, MVP. It's really exceptional to see you looking like everything. It's fantastic. So you were last out, I believe, on the 13th of May.
Yes. Yeah. So didn't go according to plan. The guy is an exceptional wrestler. We kind of knew what game plan he was going to come in with, but I was shocked that how well he was able to do certain things, because we always plan for the absolute best, and we brought so many wrestlers in and they were doing all the right stuff, but there's certain things that he did, just small detail things that made it a little bit more awkward. it was a bit of a controversial one. A lot of people, including the president of the show, was kind of disappointed in the decision because they felt I won. At the time, I kind of felt I lost. But in the moment, when I watched it back, I was like, okay, I see what people have seen. But I don't stop. And in the kickboxing world, losses wasn't a thing for me. I would lose one weekend, fight again next weekend, and beat the same guy that beat me last weekend. And, so losing is just part of my growth. You know what I mean? So it didn't go according to plan, but because of the style and the way he won, I had no injuries, no bruising, no swelling, no nothing. So I was fresh to go. So I was like, I need to fight again. Bellator was like, they don't have anything for me until October, I believe. I was like, I need something earlier. And we just come out with an announcement. So I'm going to be doing bare knuckle boxing. August 20th.
You're going to be doing bare knuckle boxing?
Oh, yes.
How do you... Sorry, I can't. Look, I'm someone who... I like boxing. I box myself. I don't like being here, even in a 14-ounce, 16-ounce glove. Why?
Well, it's... I said I wanted to come back to boxing. I just decided to take the gloves off. That's it. No, you know what? It was kind of an opportunity. Like I said, I wanted to do something in that time. It kind of was suggested. And I was like, you know what? If I can get in, then I'll do it. And Bellator, full support, backing me. They're working closely with BKFC. And I'm here now, ready to do it.
That's incredible. I'm really excited. I'm actually going to try and come to that event just to see it happen. A few last questions from me before I let you go, because I feel like I've taken up a lot of your time. Obviously, Anthony Joshua, Usyk. What's your predictions on the rematch?
The thing, he's going to have to change a lot, in my opinion. So if he doesn't change and he tries to come, it sounded like, which I was disappointed with the team. It sounded like they came there to outbox somebody that, for me, is arguably very easily the better boxer. So then you don't. You have to work on your assets and what you do have. He's an athletic machine. He's a beast. Then you use those attributes. Don't try and be technical. Make it ugly. You don't. Regardless of how you win, just make sure you do that. You make sure you win. If they're gonna come back and do the same thing, he's gonna lose again. If they make those adjustments, makes it ugly, similar to what Chisora did, because it was a closer fight, made it ugly and made it hard. Even speaking to Usyk after, he said he struggled to kind of have a boxing plan because Chisora was just walking forward and swinging. You need to make it that kind of ugly, but if he's able to make that alteration, he can win.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think to be honest, that's the analysis that most people are giving. I think he's come off a loss. He lost previously to Ruiz, so it might be a mental stumbling block that he needs to overcome. But we will see. Looking forward to that one. And last question is, who is MVP's favorite boxer?
Favorite boxer is definitely Lomachenko.
Me too.
It's boxing for me or martial arts in general. It's an art. So I love when somebody is an exceptional artist of that, of expression of martial arts, and he is he just so beautiful to watch. You know what I mean? A lot of people like the blood side of things, so people are heavy hitters and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I understand the appeal of that. But when you actually are looking at the details of how people slip and move and the footwork, second to none. Yeah.
So if he was to face, this will be the last one. If he was to face Haney, who just obviously took all the belts off Kambosos, and in a clinical performance, just really using that jab and moving off, who do you think would win?
Oh, Lomo for me all day. And the thing is, I'm very impressed at how Haney adjusted in that last fight. But I just Lomo for me. Even the fight that he lost, it's kind of like he just seemed like he was just lazy and waited till round 8 to wake up. And if he just fought properly from the beginning, there wouldn't have been a loss there. So yeah, I think him.
MVP, thank you so much for your time. So nice to see you again.
You too.